Daniel, would you come here a moment? What do you think this is? Looks like a countdown. Of course it is. I know this one. Magnets.
Chevron 7 is locked.
That's it. I quit. We're out of here. Goodbye. That's right. Everybody, we're doing Heroes Part 1 and 2 tonight. We may just quit after all this.
No, there's only Part 1. I don't know this Part 2 you're talking about.
Yeah, what is this finagled Part 2 we're all talking about up in here? Well, that would be the Stargate Files on another Thursday night. Every night, or every Thursday night, is Stargate night, everybody. And my puppy just graduated puppy class, so I'm a little... the energy is still high from a bunch of barking puppies. So, but welcome back, everybody. Do us a solid. Hit that like button on the way in. Share, subscribe it on out there. Hitting that like button does help us get in front of other eyeballs and sharing with other Stargate fans. Mm-hmm. So if you do us that solid, that'd be totally dope. And we don't have a guest this week, unfortunately, due to some scheduling conflicts of sorts, but that's okay. We got our main crew with us today. Supreme Commander Thor. How you been lately the last week, buddy? Are you ready for tonight?
I'm ready for one half of tonight, I guess. But yeah, no, just laying low. After the May, June, and early July I just want to take it easy. I haven't been on Twitter in a long time. But yeah, just looking forward to one episode. One episode will be rated high, one episode will be rated low.
Such is the life of a Stargate two-parter. Sometimes. Yeah. Anyway.
They usually pull off the second half. But
hey, yeah,
this time, no.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But as we get on with that, Skeeter, same for you. How you been doing lately? And are you looking forward to tonight? Did you bring your box of tissues?
Yeah, I got them down here.
Send more. Thanks.
Send more thanks. Yes. Yeah, it's been a pretty good week. Tonight was really good for our music bingo. The record at this bar, it's like a bowling alley bar, it's a straight line. The most they've ever had was 34 people. Tonight they broke the record, and now it's 38 people playing at once in this skinny little long shot of a bar. So that was pretty fun. Everybody got excited about that. They finally broke the record after a year and a half. So
awesome.
Otherwise, 3D printing world, yeah, I still got a bunch of stuff going. I got all my ducks finally cleaned up, heated up, smoothed out on the bottom. It's all perfectly done.
All your
Now
ducks in a row.
Yeah, all my ducks in a row. So, hey, Bitcoin.
What's up, Bit?
The big one I'm making a frame for when I move this over so I could put my AMS on the side of it. This one I'm making a box for my trivia stuff, so I don't have it all in separate boxes. It's all going to be in one organized box. So I'm making that now. And then after that, I got requested by some people at UFO Days. I saw a picture of Thor or Loki here, or it's the other podcast calls him Jeff. They want a bunch of miniature ones of them to buy, and I said, okay, I'll make some miniatures too. So
he looks cool. Like that one looks awesome. I love seeing him in the background there.
I got to put him back in my truck to drive around. So everyone's been like swinging up, pulling up, taking pictures when I'm parked somewhere. And they get a kick out of it. Otherwise, yeah. Been trying to keep up with the game on, Twitter, but I gotta agree with this one the most. This is my favorite.
Yeah.
I love that.
Gonna post even harder.
So yeah, that one got me laughing. I don't even know who originally put it up. There was like 5 of them across Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter and Threads. I saw it on. I'm like, holy crap! All 4 platforms had it. So it was pretty cool. Scooby Pop. Saying hi.
What's up, Scooby? Good to see you. Glad you're doing a little bit better, from what we understand.
No, didn't hear about that.
A little under the weather, so to speak, but yeah.
Right,
well, your 3D
better.
printing turned out well.
Yeah,
I glued mine together. So my Anubis, this is what Anubis should have looked like in the show.
Mm-hmm.
But I got something in the mail that I've been working on, planning on doing. It's this is not new or sealed. It's this is a Black Ops Jack O'Neill.
Nice.
Ooh.
I can tell you it's not new because of the packaging tape that's got everything sealed around the edges. But I'm ripping this bad boy open. I got an idea for something coming up.
It's pretty yellow, the plastic too, it looked like.
Oh, well, yeah, I told you, like, I went back and
one.
I got a different Anubis watch from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice cleaner. The other one's it's like brown. I was like, I couldn't hack that anymore. You can take me off, All
right, I didn't know if you were opening or what. So
no, but I will by the end of this stream.
Yeah, and also don't forget merch shop. Get the Stargate Files or the Suns and Shadows one. I got that on tonight.
And we got a Stargate Files shirt. So if you want to reach out, support the group, support the show, that'd be totally appreciative. There are stickers there. There's t-shirts for everybody. A little bit of something for everybody. We don't do like the kitchen aprons or nothing. It's just a little something. If you are a Stargate fan and you want to send some support, that's one way to do it. We also have like super chats on. We're terrible shills, everybody. We don't really ask for that. We got memberships. There's that too. But
we won't beg you for no. If you want to
no.
We're happy.
We got to earn that. That's totally up to any of you to do any sort of situation like that. But let's see. Oh yeah, in other news, the Save Stargate's website is still wrong. I noticed my description did not update, so I'm sorry about that, everybody. But it is up to 113,401 signatures.
Whoa, nice.
So petition's still going along, and everybody's still working on the Safe Stargate Day. There's another day coming up. Saturday, July 25th. I'll actually post that up here really quick. Where is that? Safe Stargate.
We like anime, but not Stargate Infinity.
Yep, and I'm pretty sure this is centered around Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, flood the feed. Yeah, I think that
So
one
there's going to
is-
be a bunch of people there. So.
Mhm.
So if you're going to Comic-Con, keep your ears and eyes out for Stargate stuff. I'm pretty sure we'll keep everybody in the loop because a bunch of us are all working together to help out as best as we can, spread the word. So make sure you're also checking out SaveStargate.com. A bunch of great information there all the time. It also is a good nexus and information point for everybody wanting to contribute to Stargate.
There is an animated Stargate.
It's a
and it is
cartoon, not an anime,
bad.
though.
Yeah. But
If it was an anime, that might
Yeah.
be interesting.
Yeah, but there's animated, like cartoon animated. So that's not good. Don't watch that. I made a mistake.
No.
I made a big mistake on that one. But it's in my collection. Physical.
In the physical oh yeah, Infinity.
Yeah.
God. You want to kill me with that, don't you, everybody?
No, I know everyone's like slowly poking the hornet's nest. Like, come on,
The running
guys.
gag is $50 in super chats will get us to actually include it into the rotation for a review.
From
You're not committed
10
to
members.
that, Thor. Just saying, you're not committed to that. That's more of a me thing. But Skeeter would probably join me just for the sake of pain and agony.
Hey, I got a puke bucket over here. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's what I might make you go through on your own.
Right. Probably that and Stargate Origins, because we'll probably do that too.
all right.
Thank you, Scooby. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of about it. It's kind of a quiet sort of week. I mean, there's still like
Yeah, but
crap posting on Twitter, so to speak.
there's
That's not going anywhere.
rumors that aren't rumors.
Yeah, so yeah, there are some other YouTube channels that are like acting like a bunch of scoopers.
Mhm.
They claim they know people. I mean, I get it. You may know somebody who works there. You may not know anybody who works there. I just
Mhm.
when it's all second, third hand information, I start calling hearsay. I have a friend who works at Amazon. I ain't heard squat. I got a friend I had a bunch of friends who worked at Netflix when MST3K was on there. I heard a little bit about that. Are those people in the industry anymore? No. So I barely know anybody.
Well, I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy that's neighbors with the guy that's the janitor there. So
Oh.
That's where
I'm
you get
like,
the real
I got
info.
the in. I got the
The
in.
circular file. Gotcha.
So too bad they shred everything, he said. So
Yeah. So just keep your eyes and ears out. If you want to follow that stuff along, that's totally up to you. We will not report any of that here because none of it's confirmed.
no.
If it was any truth to some of these things, like to this sort of extent of some information we're hearing, there's 3 people who would basically confirm this immediately. And just saying,
Yeah, they haven't said anything.
information could be legit, could not be legit. Up to you. Just saying, if it's secondhand, third-hand information, take it as you will.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what we won't take as we will is a couple of episodes tonight, everybody.
All right, I'm ready.
I'll start here. Let's get into Heroes, everybody. A film crew arrives to document the work of the SGC for eventual disclosure to the public, but finds that the base's personnel are less than eager to participate. And boy, oh boy, is this a setup for some crazy antics involving a documentary on a documentary.
Yeah.
Jack Wells, that one's for you, brother.
And
Because
thank you, Bitcoin.
Stargate is a documentary, but we're not doing parody style. This isn't Wormhole Extreme. We're not going bigger, but we are going with a little bit more of a legit television film crew here because they're actually Stargate personnel. It's just the reporter is a bit more hard-nosed than ones we have met before or any other truth seekers that the show has sought out, trying to discredit the SGC, undermine them, trying to put a bad light on them. But as we find out in this episode, things are a little bit more crazier than we think, and they get even crazier in part 2, as there's a off-world mission that goes on right in the middle of this, and things go crazy. And let's get started tonight. What are some of your favorite parts about Heroes, Mr. Skeeter?
Oh, quite a bit actually. We got lots and lots of new people popping on, even celebrity guest stars. You know.
And my one quick comment is this has the longest credit sequence ever in the show. The credits go on for like 5 minutes. I swear to God, it's
longer
probably more
than
like
the 200th episode. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. First off, it's nice to see the gate gets a cleaning and tested, you know, and making sure it's nice and dust free, and all the gears are moving and chevrons are moving. It's pretty nice. And then let's start off with this massive list of guest stars and new people on the show. First, on the left there, we meet Tech Sergeant Dale James, played by Tobias Slezak. He's been in R.L. Stein's The Haunting Hour. After all these years, Rainbow Pancakes, Sanctuary, Toxic Skies, Supernatural, and a ton of Hallmark shows. He'll also be in the next episode, and we'll see him again in Atlantis, Season 5, Episode 13, Inquisition. As
he's in
Myrus.
Inquisition.
Yep, as Myrus. And get this, he's also going to be showing back up in Universe. Season 2, Episode 1, Intervention, and Season 2, Episode 9, Visitation as Peter. So, same character, 2 different episodes. So, pretty cool. And then on the right, we meet Emmett Bergman, played by the legendary Sal Rubinick. I loved him growing up on all the different shows I've seen him in.
He's great.
Him and Peter, guy who played Columbo,
Peter Falk.
Falk, yeah, thank you. These two look like
Columbo
they could have been brothers. Yeah. These two look like they could have been brothers, you know, or cousins. You know, they're same height pretty much and same look and mannerisms.
Just missing the raspy voice and the cigar.
Yeah, and the squinty eye.
Yep.
So he's been in Unforgiven, True Romance, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, The Copenhagen Test, Babka. Messing up my Polish here. Billions, Hunters, The Last Tycoon, Warehouse 13, which I love that show. Warehouse 13 Grand Designs, which was like a miniseries or webisodes. Leverage, Knucklehead, Oy vey, my son is gay. I couldn't pass that one up. That was too funny.
Can't make that up.
There's one for you and Kev to review.
Jeez, no.
Kev would be all about it. Anyway, War, Blind Justice, Call Me, The Rise and Fall of Heidi Fleiss, I mean. Bad Asses.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, a lot of S's. Frasier, a Nero Wolf Mystery, Rush Hour 2.
Nero Wolf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rush Hour 2, Dick, Nixon. Those are 2 different movies, by the way, people. Dick and Nixon. Death Ship, and he was a regular on the TV show Bizarre, which I remember from 79 to 86, along with a ton of other TV shows and movies. He's in a ton. Even just like one episode, you know, on the whole show. He always stands out. The eyebrows are what really stick out. One more question. What do you got?
That's a quote.
Oh, yeah.
That's Columbo.
Okay.
That's
I
Columbo.
didn't see that. I didn't see the quote marks there.
I just got one more question.
Just one more question. Next up, we meet Colonel Tom Rundle for the very first time. Never been on the base before this.
Well, he's the PR guy.
Yeah. Played by Mitchell Kosterman. He's been in Smallville, White Noise, which when I saw that, it clicked. That mustache, he has that iconic mustache and like everything. I don't think he ever shaves it off. Safe Harbor, Human Cargo. Do you got your bingo cards ready, guys? Da Vinci's Inquest, Shadow Realm, Caitlin's Way, 7 Days, Up, Up, and Away, Millennium. He was in one episode of First Wave. Like I said, that mustache, Jeff, you should recognize that. His look always looks like that. He was on the X-Files, Strange Luck, Ski School 2, Ernest Rides Again. I remember him in that. Double Double Toil and Trouble, 21 Jump Street, and he was on 2 episodes of MacGyver. So he's got the connection all the way back.
I have Ski School Part 2.
And if you look at his IMDb, he's either a cop or some kind of military figure or just a random person. It's really weird, but he's mostly either a cop or a military person.
You can make a good career out of doing that role.
Yeah. He did. And never shaved his mustache either.
Always keep the stash, dude.
Yep.
Always.
He was
talking to you, Tom Atkins.
He was in a previous episode, way back in season 3, episode 2. Seth, remember he was Special Agent James Hamner.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
When Jack, was feeding him a bunch of bullcrap about what they were doing.
I wrote that down in case you didn't bring it up.
Also, that was the episode where we got the famous Jaffa joke. A servant guard, horse guard, and a Satesh guard meet on a neutral planet. In a tense moment, the serpent eyes glow. Serpent guard's eyes glow. The horse guard's beak glisten. The Satesh guard's nose drips. Yeah, great joke.
Oh, that humor he keeps working on.
It still cracks me up today. And then right away we meet this guy in the back. We meet Airman Shep Wickenhouse.
Say that another time.
Yeah, I know. Airman Shep Wickenhouse. Played by Christopher Redman. He's been in The Old Man, Genius, Working Moms, Government Cheese, Alaska Daily, The Watchful Eye, Revere, Blood, Sand, and Gold. Manson's Lost Girls, Darknet. He was on the TV show Graceland. He was also in Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters movie. CSI Miami, a ton of episodes on that. This one I'd never seen. Have you seen this, Jeff? Screamers, The Hunting.
No. Oh, the sequel?
I think it's a sequel or the third one.
Yeah, I've seen that, but that movie's absolutely terrible.
Well,
it's not so bad it's good.
Well, he's in that, so.
Yeah, I've only seen it once, and it's trash.
Yep. The Murdoch Mysteries. There's another one for your cards.
Okay.
Touching Evil, The Magician's House, The Magician's House 2, and the first one, The Magician's House. The Magician's House was a movie, and The Magician's House 2 was a series because it showed he was in 2 episodes. So I was like, oh, okay. Howdy. MacGyver was a great show. Yes, I agree. Movie. Let's see, where were we? He was also in Are You Afraid of the Dark? And he'll be in the next episode also. I did get a kick out of the Survivor reference and the Beach in Normandy. That was kind of funny, but true. And this one, what the hell is that? That thing was huge.
The drone.
No, this is not the drone. This was on a cart they wheeled by. You got to see it for 2. And Emmett's like,
I
what
blinked,
do
I
you got
missed
there? What's
that.
that? And they're like, just keep walking. But yeah, it was like a Gould shock grenade, but it was like size a little bigger than a basketball. I was like, whoa, what's that?
Oh, kind
Have
of like
they-
the thing that they use in Continuum.
Yeah, or the kind of almost looked like the communication device when they put it in the gate. So, but you
Huh.
couldn't get a good look at that back then. So I don't know if that's it or not. So if anybody knows, tell me. I want to know.
They use something like this too in season 6 when they don't the episode where Jonas has the visions.
Oh.
Don't they roll or they carry something in to plant at the SGC to blow it up? In his visions.
Oh,
they don't
yeah, yeah.
actually do it, but
Oh,
That's right.
yeah. You might be right on
it was
that.
round too, but who knows?
Maybe.
The Gould like round things apparently.
Yeah,
So
they do. They like that certain style of
Semicircle.
not a semicircle and having lettering on it, and the color palettes are either that copper greenish or the silver green. We had silver green. So, but yeah, we hear Jack talk about his favorite color is hairdo, which is this color.
Looks like puke.
ew.
Yeah, it's army green, pretty much.
Split
The old
pea soup.
army green. And he wants to have lunch with Mary Steenburgen, who is married to Ted Danson. And during this time, she was just releasing Elf. Just got done filming it and releasing it. So, yeah, that's Emily Hobbs, the mom. So, yeah, that's who he wants to have lunch with because she's so beautiful. There's something magical about her, though. Speaking of magical, Sam is glowing. So I got a kick out of their testing light. Leave her alone. She's glowing. Then we see Dr. Bill Lee is back. Or Dr. Lee. But I always think
I like him scruffy.
Billy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the scruffy's a little better. Yeah. As they're getting ready to show Emmett, the test, or Bergman, if you want to call him. Yeah, and then Teal'c shooting Sergeant Siler. Wow. I mean, that's a hell of a test,
Well, he
Put a
puts him into
live
the
person.
he puts him into the scene later,
Yeah.
where he's in the infirmary.
Where he's in the hospital, the
Yeah.
infirmary.
I got a little comment about what happened to his chest. This did. I was going to
Stay
fly
tuned.
back
I
to
have
this.
that picture for later.
Yeah, same. Then we
Yes.
meet the man himself, Colonel Dave Dixon, played by Adam Baldwin.
Love him in this.
He is
perfect.
great in this. He's perfect for this role. And this was right after Firefly and Serenity, was it? Yeah,
Had to be right after Serenity.
right after Serenity. Yep, that's what it was. So he's been in Serenity, Independence Day, which he was good in that too. Is that glass bulletproof? No, sir, it's not. He does, for being an actor. He has the perfect training on how to run guns and do military operations. He is very well, like John Wick level,
He knows his
on
stuff.
his weaponry.
He's a good Baldwin.
That's what I love about him the most.
He's the best Baldwin.
Yep.
Yes. He was in Full Metal Jacket, The Last Ship, Castle. I'm Superman. So, Transformers, Prime, Chuck, which I loved him in Chuck also. Little Fish, Strange Pond, Drill Bit Taylor, Sands of Oblivion. He did the voice for Superman and Superman Doomsday. Daybreak, The Inside, Jackie Chan Adventures, Angel,
Jackie
Firefly, The X-Files, Star Quest 2, Predator 2. Who remembers him in that?
I do.
I don't know. DC Cab, and Pigs and Freaks, just to name a few of what he's done. I mean, just been.
He's got a list a mile long, including a show called VR5.
Yep.
That starred Laurie Singer back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Short-lived show that got canceled after 8 episodes.
Yep. So next we meet. Surprisingly, when I was watching this, it didn't pull up his information. I'm like, wait a minute, who is this? So after a little digging, didn't take long, I found out we meet Cameron Belinsky, played by David Lewis. He's been in, got your cards ready, everybody? School Spirits, When Calls the Heart, Bucketheads, Nancy Drew, Cruel Summer, which if you've never seen Cruel Summers, people, check it out. It is really good.
It is very good.
Really good show. I wish they kept it going, but sad that they had to end it somewhere. But Requiem for a Scream, and do you remember Jeff him and Resident Alien?
I do.
Two episodes as Mayor Mitch Green.
Oh yeah, he was great in that.
He
actually,
was good. So yeah, when I
he was
saw
a
him,
good
I'm like,
foil
"Whoa."
for the other mayor.
It took me a while when I first saw him. I didn't remember. I'm like, where do I know him from? And I couldn't think of it. Then I forgot to look him up. And then I got here. I'm like, oh, yeah, that was who it was. Another favorite show of mine, Two Sentences Horror Stories. He was in the 2019 version of Child's Play, The Magicians, Motive, Man of Steel, White Collar Poet, Smallville, the movie Ball, which now I really want to check out. He was in White Chicks. And ready? Da Vinci's Inquest.
I was gonna say it, but I wasn't sure.
Is that or City Hall? And it's Inquest.
I was gonna say City. Yeah.
And he's
Millennium.
back in season 8.
Yeah, X-Files and so much more. Plus, he has done almost the most Hallmark shows compared to anybody else I've seen.
Wow.
Them and Discovery, and what was the other? Oh, it was just another brand of Hallmark. And yeah, he'll be back in season 8, episode 19, Morbius, part 2, as Belinsky again. So keeping who he is.
Really quick, I think him and Adam Baldwin, they had a great 4-person team. They could have carried off on a spin-off of their own.
Oh,
we could have
yeah.
had,
Oh yeah.
like Adam Baldwin, imagine him leading freaking SG-1 and bringing him on, and RDA and Michael are leaving the show or doing something else. Like, you couldn't pick a better duo to slide right in and be like, they had good chemistry and their characters made sense and they had a good banter between them. Like, it was perfect. Come try it, Gene.
Yeah. So Ball was the average B monster flick. Okay.
I've heard of
What's
it. I
that
have
Deutsch,
not
isn't it?
seen it. I thought I
Yeah,
had, but when I looked up the synopsis, I'm like, I guess I watched something else.
I lost my spot. Oh, there we are. Yeah. Next up, we meet Senior Airman Simon Wells and Senior Airman Jake Bosworth, who are kind of like okay. They weren't the greatest.
They're
but
fine.
okay.
SG-13.
Yep. Simon Wells is played by Julius Chappell. He's been in Caprisa, Underworld Evolution, The 4400, and a few other shows as movies, just as a background character, like waiter, bus stop guy, stuff like that. He didn't have a whole lot to his IMDb page. I think it was 30. And the same with Bosworth, too. Christopher Pierce, about the same, about 30 TV shows and movies total. He's been in A Dog's Purpose, The Show, Fear the Walking Dead, Happy Face, Debris, Bates Motel, Arrow, Fringe, and a few others. Like I said, all one time or just a background character. but he is in 3 more episodes of SG-1. The next episode, also season 8, episode 12, Prometheus Unbound, and season 8, episode 20, Mobius part 2. So we it's playing the same character. He's still playing Bosworth. And then we get 1 episode of Atlantis, season 5, episode 17, Infection, and he plays Williams. So he'll be back again. I loved on the way to this ancient city that they find, besides how cool it looks, Colonel Dixon explaining why he has 4 kids. And I have to say he's dead on with that analogy.
I didn't clip the whole thing, but I got a section of it for when we get to lines.
Yeah, like I said, I got 3, but he's pretty dead on with the description of why you have so many kids.
I think I got I got what you're looking for.
So yeah, I had a small line of it, so we'll save that for lines.
Yep.
But yeah, this ancient city, awesome. I wish we could have seen more of it.
Yeah,
I think they reused this in Stargate Universe, actually. Season 1.
I was going to say it
towards the end, like when Eli and the group, they get like trapped underneath, and they keep setting off the C4, and they keep getting resealed in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think they reuse parts of it too for Avenger.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Yeah, I was going to say it looks like
those walls look really familiar to me.
Right.
Well, that archway reminds me of when they found Daniel too. So it's like,
yeah,
they could have been reusing this stuff for a while and just reconfigured.
I know they probably just, what do we have that looks ancient-y?
Yeah, we already have the assets for.
Yeah, in the props closet.
Hey, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
that helped you save the bucks for Lost City. Freaking do it, man.
Yeah.
Yep. And they did kind of cut corners on some of the stuff on here. We'll get to that.
Didn't bother me at all on that particular thing, though.
Daniel's interview was great. It's an interviewer's worst nightmare, as we hear later on in the next episode. He talks about it.
This cracked me up so bad.
But nothing beats Tilk's interview.
Yeah,
it was way better. This is also the same shot. We get the famous Indeed meme.
Oh, yes.
That you could get. So this is that spot. This drone that they borrowed from Star Wars. I mean, or kind of ripped off, or no.
I'd say more from Star Trek: The Next Generation. We've seen a similar device on.
Yeah.
this is very Empire Strikes Back though too.
A little bit
to me anyway. Yeah, like
they like mixed a couple of different shows into. Okay, this is what ours looks like.
I mean, and it's
all of them,
and it's cool, and I don't like that they don't ever use it again.
Yeah.
It's like
I was fine with that too.
One drone, one and done. It's like, no, I want to see it some more.
Maybe it cost the Gould a lot of money to make it.
Maybe, eh?
Maybe.
So I mean, it had a lot in there. So, then you see it after it gets blown up against the wall, knocked over, and broke, which surprisingly fell apart really easily, to be honest. So I was kind of disappointed that it broke apart real quick.
Well, when the walls go tumbling down. Oh, when the walls.
But if you look at this almost looks like the same size as that home device here.
Upside down or the center?
No, the inside when they took the top off.
Yeah, the center underneath the red dome.
With the crystal, it's like, oh, that's kind of what that is. Like, maybe it was. So
hey, the gold or scavengers, that would make sense. They do.
So you're welcome. That's Jeff. You get to thank the most.
You don't have to highlight when I do that.
So, people are happy. Then we got. Let this asshole in.
This rat bastard.
That's what I got it. We see Senator Kinsey is back, and even Emmett was like dozing off to his long this
sounds a bit prepared. Would you mind just going a little more
off the cuff?
Off the cuff? he just is nodding, and he's like, "No, I'm out of here. Screw you." And then he goes to antagonize Jack. It's so freaking funny.
Got a premiere tomorrow, so I gotta head.
You go have fun.
All right,
Thank you for
see you
joining us.
later.
Yep. Take care, Scooby.
Yeah, I was like laughing to see him showing up, then see it Emmett and everyone else like, oh crap, he's done. Okay. Walter's interview was amazing too. So what
Yeah.
do you do? Well, I say Chevron 1,
Well,
coded,
Chevron
Chevron 2, encoded, and so on, all the way up to 7. Then sometimes I change it up, and I'm like, Chevron 7 locked. So,
oh, and I also pressed this hand button thingy. I closed the iris. And for a moment, like Bergman was kind of like, oh, that's kind of neat. And then he's like, yeah, it's already gone now.
and I love how they're like, he says, yeah, we could automate it, but everyone feels much better that the gate room techs are back here, and they rely on us, for that, but
Human interaction.
Yeah, it's like,
well, I
Yeah,
would
I agree.
definitely feel better if there was a human. If I was coming through the gate in a hot situation, I want to know that there's a human at that iris switch and not just an automation. Like, come on
What,
now.
you don't want AI? What is wrong with you guys?
Nope.
Come on. No,
Get out of here. A human
then-
flicks that switch for me.
yep, if you pay attention to our title sequence here before the show starts,
Yep.
you get this famous shot. We see Janet's back. Always good to see her.
Beautiful
Yeah.
hairstyle, too. Not my favorite, but beautiful hairstyle.
Yeah, she's still good looking. Then we see Sergeant Seiler with that mysterious chest injury. How did that happen?
They mess with this the whole freaking time.
He had 2 not too bad looking nurses working on him quite a bit. I kind of wonder
Maybe
if
that's why he
purposely
was
wanted-
like,
Well,
It
that's
still
why
isn't
he's
right.
always. That's why he's always in the infirmary.
Could
watch out,
be, too.
Jonas. This is the guy that really goes for the nurses.
That's too bad.
That's
But
okay, comment. Thanks for showing up.
yeah. So then we got Bergman crushing on Doc Frazier. And then surprisingly, Janet is flirting back with them. It's like, wait, what? You're digging him? That was
Hey,
your little.
everybody's got their style, what they're
yeah.
into.
Yeah.
He likes short, Weasley men.
Yeah, maybe, So, but
Well, he
it
was not
great-
lacking for confidence.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna comment.
But this little scene that they had was really a good touching moment because you're seeing Emmett has a sensitive side to him. He's not all about what he's trying to get for this movie or video. And Janet got him. She got to him, and you can see he's flustered. He's stumbling on everything, and she just keeps right on him. So by flirting back with him. So it was nice to see her trying to get a love interest. Even though it's a weird looking guy, but whatever. So, but yeah, that's what I had for my favorite scenes and all the new people we got and curious scenes also. How about you, Jeff?
Well, how about Thor?
Oh, Thor, that's right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we should let him
I'm-
have a
I'm-
crack at this. No.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new characters.
There is a lot of new
Fair
characters.
thing.
You bet. And there's some old returning characters that
Yep.
we know and love. Ronnie must have done his short little scene here at the same time they got him to do inauguration.
I think so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because, I can't imagine like him coming in for that short. You're going to have a 3-minute scene where Jack O'Neill makes fun of you.
And it rips you apart.
Yeah. And then curses at you while the siren's
Mhm.
going off, so we don't hear all the
You can actually
swearing.
hear some of it, which is really funny.
Yeah. No, I really like this episode. I like Heroes Part 1. I think it's a great episode. I love Adam Baldwin as Colonel David Dixon.
Mhm.
And I liked all the guys in SG-13. I think
Yep, 13.
they all would have been a great team. Like, they had actual
Mhm.
camaraderie. It felt like they meshed together.
I like their little
Like a
betting situation.
yeah,
too.
and
Yeah.
That was awesome.
the fact that they've obviously been together long enough that they're comfortable around each other, and
Mhm.
they know the job, but they're also comfortable enough having a little bit of fun with it as well.
Yeah.
Because I have that whole betting quote in my favorite lines, so I'll be reading that later. And Bill Lee's back. We get to see Siler get hurt. It's always a good episode when he's being pushed into something or
Mhm.
getting electrocuted. And the story was pretty good too. The fact that the current administration is on the way out and they want to justify their actions over the last 7 years.
Again.
Again, yeah, by having Emmett do a documentary on the documentary.
Mhm.
And Walter's back. Well, was he in the last episode? I kind of
Yeah, he was
forget.
in the
Yeah.
second one.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
He's in both.
So that's good. And yeah, overall, good episode. I like where they ended it. Like, everybody's got to go and save SG-13 because they're pinned down on PX. What is that? I didn't write down the planet number.
I didn't either.
Oh,
usually
I did.
do.
You
This
did?
planet? Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
This is P3X666.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
like,
that's right. It's on the
oh,
cassette tape in part 2. That's
Yep.
why I was
Yeah.
not thinking of it. I'm like, oh,
little on the nose there, guys.
yeah.
Someone's
there's a
gonna
reason.
die.
The devil planet. Never go back there again.
What do you mean,
I
die?
know.
After this episode, we go right into resurrection. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
I know.
Well, don't you start that now.
Yeah,
There's no other
Janet
episode.
just she retires early.
She has to go take care of Cassie. Yeah.
Yeah, no. This is an episode I usually don't. I don't skip this one. I will sometimes skip part 2 because I know how it ends, and
Yeah.
it's frustrating. It's like that with these long-running TV shows. They always feel like, oh, we should kill one of our characters off. No, you don't have to kill one of your characters off. The people are watching it because of who's in it every single week. Like, stop trying to kill off one of your main characters, or recurring characters anyway. She's not in every episode, but she's in probably more than half.
Mhm.
She's been around since
up to this
season
point.
1 for
One.
crying
I
out loud.
know. Yeah, I know. So it's
You're
like,
a
why?
Hammond.
Yeah, because we had the original Doctor, and then he left, and she showed up. So,
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely don't agree with that aspect, but you can take it away, Jeff.
Okay. Yeah, that's a part 2 conversation, and we'll get to that soon enough, because the main talking points are largely going to be here, because this is the great setup. This
Mhm.
is
Yeah.
a great standard traditional Stargate episode
Mhm.
of setting something up, but also doing it in a tone and a way that actually works within the confines of the show. It's actually very smart. Yes, we get the reporter is kind of a douche. He's a jackass, but he's hard hitting, and he does make several good points. Like, everybody should know the truth. Everybody should, I'm here for the people. You work for the people. I work for the people.
Mhm.
Also comes up again in part 2. That's also after he's now experiencing the loss and the ongoing daily events of the SGC. Like, okay, now I get what's going on around here, instead of, I want to crack this place wide open and everybody deserves to know, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
I mean, he plays a great jackass, basically,
Yep.
but he has a point. And, whether we agree with how he's doing it, that's another question, of course. He's a little too bullheaded. But there's so much like neat little character moments in here, from them interviewing Daniel in the hallway to him getting his beeper going off and running down the hallway,
Yeah.
getting to his fax machine, and he's like, "Oh, I got an analysis report." Well, what's important about that? "Oh, no, it's fascinating." Well, why'd you make us run after you? Just to see if you would. And everybody had a chance to have some fun in this. You had,
Yeah.
basically Carter, basically like, we never get you to shut up around here. You just
Yeah.
talk all the time. And I'm not trying to give away lines. It's just things like that. And like Ronnie Cox and Senator Kinsey going out of his way to annoy Jack, who's clearly
Mhm.
having something to eat and doing some mission reports or something. He intentionally
looked
wants to
like-
go out of his way to irritate Jack.
Yeah,
Get
it
under
looked like
his
he
skin.
had sliced oranges in there.
Or something, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but the real weight carrying here was General Hammond. It
Mhm.
starts in this episode and it carries all the way to the end of the second episode. And for all the, Jack's not in this episode, Jack's not in that episode. This is the one time when Hammond at Don S. Davies carries the bulk of the load
Mhm.
for a good and
Yeah.
effectual role. And it's like,
Mhm.
this is awesome. Don S. Davies is the star of this first half.
Yep.
And he's brilliant. He does so good interacting with everybody. And then you get the follow up on part 2. He does the same damn thing there, even better. So there's so many good moments. Love Adam Baldwin, SG-13. SG-13 represent, baby. I want to get a patch just for a shout out for them. So might be visiting Stitch's Loft for my patch order coming up. But honestly, there's so much to like. The plot moves along so quick and so fast that we could go scene by scene about everything we liked. There is so much good all the way throughout.
Yep.
Walter being in it, get the Walter bump, man, it's fantastic. And just everything, it's just so well put together. And despite so many characters, they found a way to make it work and make sense. So everybody got to fill in the roles that they normally wouldn't, because somebody was a little more part-time, maybe he was injured, maybe he was only there available for X number of days, but they made it work. And that ultimately plays into part 2, because at the end of this, one of my other favorite things about this episode was when Sci-Fi Channel aired the promo at the end. They did not do what they usually did, which was spoil the next episode, but they teased everybody, we're going to lose a member of the Stargate family. And I remember that 15-second tease for the next week, and everybody knew like Richard was scaling back, and it's like, okay, so you're teasing like one of like 3 people could be dying here. Random guy on SG-13 or Frasier. Well, we didn't know it was Frasier.
Yeah, we didn't.
And we didn't know it was Jack until the part 2 started. But we all kind of thought like, oh, Jack's kind of lesser, and we don't know about. I don't think we knew about season 8 yet. We might have, but I don't think we knew about like his schedule.
Yeah.
But it was just so interesting how that developed, and for a week everybody was talking online about it. I was in the Stargate forums, the Gate World forums. Everybody was going nuts about like, what's going to happen? Oh my God, this is nuts. And then we get to part 2. But honestly, so much good. I adore this first episode. These 2-parters, ultimately, I both love and hate them at the same time. This is my love episode. The next one, is not. Although it's got some moments, but we'll get to that when we get to that breakdown. But that's what I have for favorite things and favorite characters. I love this episode. I think it's great. But let's get into some favorite lines. Let's start with you, Supreme Commander Thor.
Yeah, no, I got a few here. The first one is one that you almost did already. It's why were we running? Oh, I just wanted to see if you'd chase me.
I wanted to clip it, but it was way long. It was like 40 seconds. I'm like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah. And the next one is Walter basically explaining, well, basically when the gate is dialing, I say Chevron 1 encoded, Chevron 2 encoded, and so on, incrementally up to the 7th Chevron, which is a little different because that's when the wormhole connects. When that happens, I like to change things up a bit and say Chevron 7 locked.
I wonder if that answers a long time question about like why do they keep changing the words around?
Yeah. And the next one's basically the SG-13. Take the usual bet on that, sir. Sure, sir. Sure, Wells. Abandoned Naquit of mine. Boring. Good odds. Bosworth. I'm gonna put my money on trees, sir. Bosworth's disqualified for being a smartass.
Vancouver trees, baby.
Yeah. I'll go with two-headed aliens. Hostile or friendly, sir. One head good, one head bad. Belinsky, ruins of an ancient city. Yeah, you wish.
And who wins?
Yeah, and that's my next one. It's like they come out of the trees. Well, I'll be damned. And then Belinsky's like, I win? I won? And that's what I got for Lions.
Oh, that's pretty good. And Skeeter, you mind if I play my couple and then you?
Sure. Go ahead. That might save me talking.
Okay, one we kind of brought up earlier. This is Mary Steenburgen.
Hi. I like vanilla over chocolate. My favorite color is peridot. I think Tibet should be free. And if I could have dinner with anyone in the world, it'd be Mary Steenburgen.
No, I'm just trying. Mary Steenburgen? She's nice.
Mary Steenburgen?
I don't think he was expecting that. Almost like if that was scripted, I'm surprised that they did so good job with that reaction. Oh yeah. Okay, and then
your other one.
4 kids, everybody.
So you have 4 kids. Yeah. Why do you think I enjoy my job so much? Don't get me wrong. I love little buggers to death. But trust me, having 4 kids makes going through a Stargate and facing off against alien bad guys look like nothing. This is relaxing.
I use that line. This is relaxing.
I can agree with that. Even my kids, when we watch this episode, when they got older, like, that's why you always do stuff all the time. I'm like, hey, he's got it. Nuts off.
Just saying.
He's right.
And in one of my other favorite quotes and lines of this episode, another SG-13.
Oh, Dr. Jackson is going to die when he sees this.
What, again?
Funny.
That one was great.
Yes,
I die every time because it's so true. We do a real death counter around here. We just haven't had it happen for a while.
Yeah, no kidding.
And that's what I had for lines. I mean, there's a bunch. This is highly quotable, but Skeeter, you want to wrap us up here?
I had to really cut back. I was like writing almost the whole script when I was starting this. I'm like, I'm just cutting it down.
We should do a script read on one of these episodes one time. That'd be fun.
That'd be fun. Get all of our guests on at one time and just all
pick a character.
That'd be fun. Right away at the beginning, Hammond says, "You may find that we're not all as giddy as you are about this project, Mr. Bergman." Emmett goes, "Giddy? I personally..." My notes are gone. Hold on. There. All of a sudden, they just jumped. That was weird. I am personally and professionally excited. I think excited to be, I think excited to be here is the answer, General. I have not been giddy since, well, you don't want to know about that. Hammond, no, I just want to be clear and upfront. Emmett, sure, Hammond, your presence here is highly unorthodox, and I will not let any threat or security of any ongoing missions or safety of my people. Or I won't have that. Try it again. And I will not let the threaten of security or any ongoing missions or the safety of my people. Emmett, we'll have, well, I've already been frisked 3 times. Can you make it a 4th? You can do it personally just to get to know each other a little bit better, General. I love that he did. And Hammond's like, you know what, you little prick? You're not going to be able to do some things. Let's see here. Another one by Emmett. Emmett had a lot of good ones too. So far, General, so far, eventually, inevitably, this program is going to be disclosed to the American people and the whole world. And I think, or I'd like to think that this little film we're doing might in some way prove or provide insight to what's really going on here for the last 6 years. Hammond smiling. What's really going on? It's like he's got clearance. He knows what's going on. He knows there's other worlds, so how Stargate, but they like pretend he's in the dark about it. Which is kind of funny with disclosure going on. That means we will be seeing this film. The real, we'll just be watching Stargate all over again on disclosure from the government. But I thought it was kind of funny that he says this and then disclosure is going on in the world right now. Oh yeah, Emmett, Colonel O'Neill. And Jack's like, hi, I'm Jack, I messed that one up. Emmett says, Colonel O'Neill, hi, and Jack interrupts him. I like vanilla over chocolate, my favorite color, and then we got the rest of it there. That's right, that was that beginning. Emmett says, what are you doing? You don't need a light meter. The woman is glowing. What else? I don't think I asked the following question before in my entire career. But what was it like to be, well, dead? Daniel says, well, I wasn't exactly dead. So I love that.
Then he's like, well, what was he like? What was that like? I don't remember.
Yeah.
But why would Oma do that to you? I don't know. You have to ask her. I know that was a Catherine line, but I'm just thinking like
it fit both ways too.
Yeah.
We covered that one.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Oh, Siler says, away from the face, big guy. And then he gets shot to the ground a little later after he gets the fire put out. It's all good. I'm fine. No, you weren't. You're
like
Tilt
gave him 0 seconds.
No, he barely got his safety glasses on. He was still looking down. Put it on.
Boom.
I think they wanted the perfect reaction out of Siler, and considering he's the stunt coordinator and double, they're like, okay, on 3, boom. Instead of 3, like they did with Die Hard and Alan Rick.
Emmett asking Sam, can we get a shot of the gate spinning? Sam, sure. It's really cool. Steam comes out of it and everything. She's like so annoyed that he's like, I didn't get any of that. But can we get a shot of the gate spinning? Here's the rest of that Dixon thing. Just before you cut it in. Dixon says, yeah, all night screaming, projectile vomiting, nuclear diapers. You have no idea. The reason they make them so damn cute is so that you don't suffocate them in their sleep. And then we go with Wells, sir, you have 4 kids.
Yeah.
Valinsky says, we did that one too. No. I'm doing good tonight. Hammond says, I knew Kinsey and Bergman were headed your way, and I thought you might be looking for an excuse to get away, Colonel. Jack says, I thought as much, sir, and I just wanted to express my deep and unyielding love for you, sir. That's how he drags that out. Thanks for getting me out of there. But you should have heard what I said. Then Sam says, I have to admit, I can't wait to hear what everyone else said. Teal, I didn't say much. Sam, really? That is surprising. It's usually so hard to shut you up. Teal, I found the entire experience unpleasant.
I almost clipped that, but I'm going to let that be for somebody else.
Just like in the interview. Well, weren't you told to come down here? Yeah, I was told to come down here, not to answer questions. So just to come down here as a favor to Hammond. Just
to the letter of those orders.
Yeah. Jack, after Emmett's telling him he's going to get not but cuts of him walking away. And he says, fire away. I hope shots of my ass serve you well. It just keeps going. And finally, one more. Yep, here we go. Daniel, Bergman actually had the nerve to suggest that all that archive footage I gave him was so boring. And Sam just sits there, just doesn't say a word. It's classic. So, for him saying that the video was boring, Sam's just like, yeah. Like, yeah, it's boring. But that's all I had for lines.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty sizable selection of lines, but that's okay, because Heroes is definitely way more quotable. But on things that maybe we didn't like about this episode, I'll kick us off on this one. There's nothing I don't like about this first one, actually.
Mm-hmm.
The characters are doing exactly what they need to do. Episode is pretty damn good. And
well written.
Skeeter, what do you got anything on this?
For didn't like or
yeah.
Yeah. There is a couple of things, surprisingly.
Is there an oops moment?
Yeah, kind of.
Or is there more part two? Because there is one.
There's
part two,
several in part two. In this one, the soldiers never saluted anybody higher ranked than them coming into the base.
Well, that's a good point.
Go to a base that you do not belong to, and someone hired you fucking salute. So yeah, when that colonel walked in, and those two soldiers, they should have stood right at attention instantly. I don't care if they're the camera crew at that moment; they're still soldiers, and they even said that they will not get court-martialed and do what they're not supposed to do. If they're told not to film, they're not going to film it. So they're still being soldiers, but they never saluted a single superior officer. So, but in all fairness, throughout the whole show, nobody really does salute either. Sometimes they do, but most of the time they don't. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, and then the second one is there was a 1 second delay after Siler got shot by Teal'c. All of a sudden, he flew back into the wall and did a slow drop. And I'm like, no. Because what happens when they get shot out in the field? They don't go flying backwards at all. So I thought that was a little weird, but maybe it was close quarters shot, point blank.
Well, and he had those new armor panels in them too.
Yeah,
so maybe that, I don't know.
That's why I'm like, I'll make a little except, but it still bothered me that he got shot, and then all of a sudden there's 1 second, boom, all of a sudden he's flying backwards. But yeah, that was my two nitpicks about it. Not big, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, no. That bugged me.
Supreme Commander Thor, do you got any issues with this one?
No. Part 1 is good. See Part 2 for my complaints.
Hey, very fair. Yeah, let's see. You guys got any scores, Thor? What do you got for a score on this one?
I'll give it a solid 6. Good episode all around. Just knowing where it goes drops it down a little bit, even though it's really good. I don't care for part 2.
No, very fair. How about you, Skeeter?
Yeah, this, like I said, it's well written, well done. It was they did like great job bringing in all these new people and even guest stars, and it was amazingly done. So I have to go high, but like I said, I can't. It's not amazingly great episode. So I'm going to say 6.5 out of 7.
Okay.
It was just about there.
Yeah, and as much as I say like it's flawless episode, and I find it to be one I absolutely love and adore, I'd go about 6.5 as well.
Mm-hmm.
And no, 7's fair. And as a when we do part 2, we'll do part 2 in and of itself, and then as a 2-parter, we'll do a combined score on that. But for me, it's pretty damn close to perfect, but I do have some kind of issues, especially where it's leading to. But it's a great setup. I have no problem with it at all. But 6.5 is where I'm at. Fan rating on Gate World's a 7.55, so that's pretty fair. Darren gives it 2.5 stars out of 4, though.
That means it's pretty good, better than average.
Oh yeah, better than average.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. Yeah, that'll wrap up. Let's see. Anything else on the slides? That's right, you a-hole. You piece of ass.
Yeah.
Son of a bee. Like, those are the only you could kind of make out, but there was more that he was going off on, because the look on Kidsy's face is like, wow, that was kind of messed up, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not military, so I can't.
It depends on which branch. Also, Air Force, military, Navy.
Okay.
It's all about the same rules, but they are different. So yeah, it could be totally wrong on that. I'd have to call my cousin. He was in the Air Force. See if that's what the ruling is. I never thought of that.
My cousin was a Marine, and my uncle and grandfather were Navy. So
yep. So I got 1 Marine, 1 Army, 1 Air Force, 1 Navy. I got several friends in the Navy, Air Force, Army, Marine. So, and I do have a friend that's Secret Service, but I haven't talked to him in years because you can't talk to him. So, weird.
Oh, and lastly, before we head on out, the extra stab of the needle in his shoulder made him look over and go, oh. It's almost like Teal'c with the thermometer from a few seasons ago. All right, everybody. Let's get to it.
This
It's
doesn't
Heroes.
exist.
What's that?
I don't want to watch this episode.
Neither did I, but let's do it anyway. That's what we do around here. Heroes Part 2. SG-1 is called into action while a film crew is documenting the Stargate program, but the SGC comes under investigation after the mission goes terribly wrong. And boy, oh boy, is this the doozy of an episode that sent a fandom into tears and utter disbelief that they would kill a long-running recurring character, Dr. Janet Fraser, in the big twist that you don't find out until basically the last 20 minutes of the episode. And they made the best use of Richard Dean Anderson not being available, or whatever the situation was at the time, by making you think it might have been him, or it could have been the crew member that Doc Fraser was out in the field trying to save. And which I got an issue with how the episode ended in and of itself. We'll get to that later. But honestly, there are some really good parts to this. The documentary stuff in and of itself, with Bergman here, excellent stuff. That's good stuff. We get Woolsey back one more time. not bad. I never liked
First
his
time.
character.
This is the first time he shows up.
I thought this was his second time.
No, I
First
think
time.
this is his first one. He shows
Okay.
up again
This
in
is first.
inauguration right away.
I
Maybe
had
that's
to
what I'm
double check.
thinking.
I had to double check myself because I thought it was his second, but this afternoon I checked.
Oh.
It is his first appearance.
Boy, that's weird. I wonder why I think that. Probably because of inauguration.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Mhm.
But he comes across like total like I do not like this guy. But they gave his background. I was like, no, this guy's kind of hardcore.
Yeah,
He's
he
just
looked
not
good.
an actual fighter. He's just more
Mhm.
of a politician,
Mhm.
dippy sort of dude.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, I've never liked the Woolsey character, even in Atlantis. So when we get to that, I have some real problems. So I'm like, he basically plays the same character, and he's a little more likable, but I've never really liked his character. So, but
Yep.
you know, he does all right being a good scummy guy for SGC to take their anger out on, basically,
Mhm.
and ignore and disrespect. But other than that, there's not really much else to this episode other than the fact that they killed Janet. And that's crazy and other issues. But Skeeter, what are some of the things you did like about Heroes Part 2?
Like I
What
said,
little they may be.
I don't like watching this episode, but it's an episode I cannot skip.
I
Because,
know.
you know, it's just so freaking good.
It's like I want to skip it, but damn, like
You know,
I know other people can skip it, and like Thor, I know you can. I just
Yeah,
feel
I
like this.
can.
I'm a Janet guy. I'm a Tail Rothray fan. Like I watch it and I get mad at the end or emotional.
Yep. They, you know, the first part they wrote very well. But somehow in this second part, man, did they boost it up 1,000%. The writing
Oh, they
is
went there.
perfectly done. It is so well in captivating you and pulling you into the story and sucking you in so damn bad that you forget it's a TV show.
Well, and this
So-
is also where I point out this is almost a proof positive you could do this in SGU, which
Yes.
they do. This is the close.
Mhm.
People like to think, oh, they never did anything close to Stargate Universe in SG-1 or Atlantis. Yes, they freaking did. And
Yes.
this is another example of it, too.
Mhm.
They would do
Lots
this
of
from time to time. They just didn't
Mhm.
make the whole show like it.
Yeah. So, yeah, at the beginning, Sam talking about how people react if they learned the government kept a secret program from them and how she, you know, hopes they'll react and what she thinks. That was good. I love that whole scene of her talking about that through. Now, here's a scene I didn't understand.
Bigger.
Why the hell are they blowing up an open part of the field? You got the bomber coming through, and it drops in the middle of an
I
open field where
know.
nobody's near. They're way over this way, and they're like,
Yeah.
what,
This is one of my
did-
super
did
big
you doing?
nitpicks, too.
Did
This
Peter
is-
DeLuise
Please.
direct this?
Yes,
Yes, he
he
did.
did.
He
So,
did?
of course,
Oh.
this is the only reason they had this because Peter
That's
DeLuise.
why I
he'd have-
tagged him in my
bigger.
Twitter post.
I did too. I tagged him too. It's like Peter.
Peter, I love you,
You're
bro. Just, oh my God, when you go,
Bigger.
when you
So-
say bigger, you meant bigger.
bigger.
It's a little bit better when you see the Outcash flying over when Jack's shot lying on the ground and it's flying over and dropping bombs and there's explosions in the background. That makes sense to me. This this was horrible. Just for the fact to get an explosion.
Yeah. I was like, why are we doing this in an open field far away from everybody? But then I remembered, oh yeah, Peter DeLuise is running this. Now I know why. Yeah, here before Jack gets shot, you know, we see Colonel Dixon is like Hulk strength. And if you didn't pay attention enough, right around the 7 minutes and 45 second mark, you see Colonel Dixon lean up against that rock with his back, and it moves a little bit and moves back. So yeah, he moved the rock. He's super strong.
Yeah.
So
That's
that
my
big
boy.
boulder.
Yeah.
So yeah, so for all those about 7-minute 45-second mark, right around there, give or take a minute or a second. I mean, so yeah, he just moves it a little bit. You see it move like it twists like that, and it's like, whoops, I leaned a little too much into the fake boulder.
Put your
But-
back into it, kid.
So yeah, but I mean, it's Colonel Dixon. I mean,
And
good chance.
Colonel
Could have done
O'Neill
it.
together. Like,
Yeah.
great scene between the two of them, honestly.
Yeah, it was like they're old war buddies, which I got a kick out of. You know, they like, you know, anytime he meets other teams, he's like, give me your gun, you know, or do that. No, Dixon and him were like equals. He treated him as an equal. So
Well, as you find out in the show, O'Neill basically gets say over a lot of the field staff
Yeah.
teams.
well, he is, you know, first team.
He is the
leader.
ranking, yeah.
Yep, the team leader here. So, but yeah, at the same time, it's like Dixon, he didn't do that to. It's like just working with them.
Like, give
In
me
fact-
that gun.
Yeah, in
You know
fact,
how to
Dixon,
count?
like, you brought my mags?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was funny.
Could have called him thanks, clip boy, or something.
Yeah, then right after this, you know, we see Jack get shot. We were all not ready for him to die yet because we were like
Took a
curious. He
shot
wasn't moving.
Straight to the
You
gut.
know, that Al-Kesh comes flying over and drops bombs, and then you hear it blow up again as they faded out. This
Overkill.
is the worst graphic of a rocket launcher I've ever seen. Maybe because I've shot one myself, so I know how they work. That thing was flying so slow, and then it just dropped down and big explosion. Peter DeLuise, I love it. But a rocket launcher at that range would have went straight into those trees, either blew
Yeah.
up the tree or went right through that. That rocket would have kept going. It is a long range, you know, a weapon. So, you know, it's meant to fly far, not just no. Only one of my nitpick complaints here. It's not a short shot, it is a long range weapon. So they were way too close for that. And that blast would have knocked him on his ass too, being that close.
But that get your freaking handgun out. You could do a better job.
Yeah. Great to know that, you know, when the gate activity is a little slow, that you can play Space Invaders on the computers there.
That was funny.
That was awesome.
I'm like, I never remember that scene, and then I'm watching it, and I'm like, no kidding, I never caught that before.
So
The good stuff gets lost in this episode.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
that does, because the emotional impact it has, that you're worried all the time.
Yeah.
Like the first time watching, I remember I was worried, you know, oh crap, is Jack really dead? Or, you know, because they're saying, you know,
This
You
might
know,
be his last season.
yeah, and I heard that rumor is going around too online, you know. So I was like, crap, they're killing him off, or maybe he'll ascend. Nah, he ain't ascending.
Oh no, our chance was abyss for that. Honestly,
Yeah. Next, another character that we love to hate. He is replacing our other one that has been missing for quite a while, but we'll see him again soon. I just like to call those machines blue. Yeah. Blue. BLU. Typing is hard, yeah. But like I said, we got our favorite character to hate. We love to hate this guy, Richard Woolsey, played by Robert Picardo, who is an amazing actor. He's been in, you know, I'm just going to run down all the Star Trek ones first. Star Trek Voyager, First Contact, Fleet Academy, Renegades, Online, The Experience, Borg Invasion 4D, Elite Forces, and Deep Space Nine. Besides Star Trek, he's been on China Beach, Inner Space, Young Sheldon, The Flash TV show, Dickinson, Dust Nuggets. And I loved it when he popped on the Orville to make fun of himself. The Mentalist, Beethoven's Christmas Adventure, Supernatural, Mega Shark versus Crocosaur. Sorry. He was on Chuck for a little bit. E-Ring, Looney Tunes Back in Action, 7 Days, Women Without Implants, Wagons East, very rare one. We'll see how many people remember this. Revenge of the Nerds 4, Nerds in Love.
I remember that one.
Mm-hmm. Also, he was in an episode of The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
Yep. Did
Which
you
I
mention the
remember.
Howling?
Getting there.
Okay.
Dinosaurs, The Witches of Eastwick, The Howling, The Wonder Years, Gremlins 2, The New Batch.
Oh,
I love
God.
them in that. It was so great.
And he hooks up with a lady
Female.
gremlin at the end. Oh,
Yep.
my God.
Do you remember him in Total Recall?
Yep.
He was the cabbie voice.
Johnny Cab, yeah.
Yep, Johnny Cab. And so many more TV shows and movies he's been in. Great actor.
Hell of a career.
Oh, yeah, long career, too. But we'll see him again in Atlantis and Universe, so no worries.
He's in
there.
Universe? I don't remember him in Universe.
One episode.
Season
One
2,
episode.
I bet. Because I just finished season 1. I did not see him in season 1.
Hold on. Now you got to make me look it up.
Well,
No, because that's going to bug me now until I figure it out.
I'll look it up
sure.
for you if you still got stuff.
Yeah, you look it up. And Sam checking in with Hammond to see how he's holding up. That was another super powerful moment. They really did a great job on the writing there. And Hammond, what he said, really stuck out to me.
Season 2, Seizure.
Yep, that's what it was. Season 2.
That's why I haven't gotten to it.
Yep, like I said, one episode. Blinking light units. Yes, there's a lot of those with talks with Sam too. Then yeah, that whole scene between Sam and Hammond talking, asking her to do the funeral, and Hammond just like starting to lose it too. Yeah, this is where we started hating Woolsey. I mean, we first meet him, it's like, okay, this guy's kind of a dick. But Sam says, he's a straight shooter, he's a dick, but he's, he means well.
That is his name.
Yeah. So this is, like I said, this is where we start hating Woolsey, the whole interview process that he does. But at the same time, I get what he's doing, but at the same time, I want to punch him in the face.
Like, you don't have to be such
Really
a hard ass about
Yeah.
it, because it's clear, like, they're all emotional about what happened. Like,
Mm-hmm.
they're not going to lie to you. I know you got to be strict and stern and, be calm, cool, and collected. But he's pressing on them like they freaking did the murder themselves.
Yeah.
It's like, that's wrong tactic. You don't
Mhm.
need to do that.
So, but then, yeah, we find out Wells got shot and he's bleeding bad.
Like,
Is
real
he
bad.
gonna make it? For his newborn son after they talked about it. If no, later on, we'll talk about that too. So now we're like, okay, is it Jack, or maybe it's this guy that came in the stretcher and one's not doing really well,
Or something
has-
we haven't seen yet.
Yep, we don't know. But yeah, we have no clue at this time it's Janet at all until way later. Now I found a continuity error. We see this camera, right? The bloody
Yep.
fingerprint on or thumbprint on the viewing screen on that Sony, which I've had one of those. The batteries don't last on them very long at all.
Of course not.
So, we see that. And then, Daniel flashes back to this, what happened and why there's blood on his camera. But when we go back, Daniel goes to reach for the camera. It's turned around now. It's flipped 180. So, yeah, it's like, whoops, they messed up on that.
Oopsies.
So, yeah, because you see him walk up to it to grab it. So, yeah, it's backwards. Little mistake there. So, this is probably take 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever.
Whoever did pick up shots.
Yep. And then Hammond putting Woolsey in his place, and then Woolsey threatening him back, and Hammond like, oh, crap. That's right, you do got that kind of power. Like, ooh, what do I do? So,
well, and Hammond always has to be a little careful when he's playing the politic games.
Yeah.
Sometimes he can come out okay, sometimes not, but ultimately in the end, he ends up winning.
yeah, that'd have been good too. For the camera
Oh
scene.
yeah, we're cutting it in between the
In
different
between 'em.
characters and everything.
Yep.
The only thing I was kind of missing from, and this goes into a little bit of the nitpick later. Like none of these
Mhm.
nitpicks are really all that bad, but
Mhm.
I would have preferred Teal'c to turn and look and give him like the
Mhm.
evil eye. Like I would be well within my rights to
Yeah.
dismember you right now, or just slowly stand up, stare at him, and Woolsey kind of take a half a step back,
Mhm.
and then just turn and leave.
Mhm. But yeah, I mean that whole scene between Woolsey and Hammond, very strong scene. You're like, yeah, Hammond, you got him now, and then all of a sudden he turns it around. You're like, oh crap, Hammond going to be killed by the Woolsey or fired
That
by
would have
Woolsey?
been a
It
choice.
it was scary. You're like, oh crap, Hammond might be in trouble now. Yeah. Then we see where the battle went down. There you go. P3X 666.
3 times the 666.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was kind of weird they numbered it that. So, kind of gives away what's going on.
I mean, it is a pretty interesting idea.
Yeah. So, the scenes that we were not ready for once they got that tape and they finally watched it and we see this blast go. I was like, no. I remember to this day the first time seeing this video and Janet being hit by a staff blast. I lost. I was like, no.
Everybody did.
I
You
was
had
standing
no
up.
idea.
I jumped out of my chair. I was standing up.
Yep.
And then we see this. Her eyes, it's hard to see, but her eyes are open. I did zoom in a bit.
She's a great actress. Man.
And she ain't moving. And you're like, fuck, no.
That was
sorry,
instant.
everybody, but that is a hard scene for me. I'm trying not to choke up now doing this. I told myself I wasn't going to cry on the show, and that's not going to happen, but I'm very close. I was heartbroken. I remember just falling to my knees in my apartment, it was in my apartment then, and just like, no, this cannot be happening.
I was in mine, and I just was like, it was like the Farscape moment for the finale. I was just like devastated, man.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end of the episode, Skeeter and I have talked that we might do a little toast.
Celebrate. Yep.
I've been saving this. I've been waiting for it.
I got mine.
Week. But honestly, just like you, it was an emotional moment. Then every time I rewatch this episode, it just breaks my freaking heart because we love this character so much. And it's not only this, but anybody who watched through Stargate Atlantis season 3, they do it again to another doctor.
Yeah.
I think that's when the fans were like, okay, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me
twice.
Fool me twice, shame
on me. Fool me twice, shame on you.
Yeah, and it's like when they did that to Beckett, I swear to God, that's when I got angry with the show, and I'm like, I don't know how much more I want to watch this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Fool me 3 times, you owe me another drink.
Seriously.
That's what I'm saying in Wisconsin.
Every time I watch it, I get choked up at the end here.
I was
or
crying.
have a legit cry. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
do it on stream either because I'm not actually watching it.
I know, but it's
Because that's
tough.
what'll trigger it for me. It's literally actually watching it.
Yeah. It was nice to see Daniel check in on Wells too. I like that little touch. You know, it's like he cared about this guy, you know, like everybody else. Yeah, Beckett was another one too. Yeah, you're right.
I like
but
this.
I like it. I know a lot
I
of
don't
people
love
don't.
it though, and I got a reason for that later though.
Okay, so I like it because it shows that Daniel cares, and it makes you wonder, you know, if the other teammates do this too. You know, like, hey, I know we're just in battle together. How are you doing? You okay? Stuff like that. But we never see that, and this is like that behind the scenes stuff that they never shoot video for. But now we're finally getting it. So we know he didn't die. He's going to live to see his child
I
born.
want to say my point now.
So I'll continue on.
Yes.
Then Teal'c talking to Sam about her eulogy to help her out, and he's like, I can't say this, but you can do it for me. And that helped out Sam for her eulogy. Very powerful moment too, you know. Teal'c doesn't show emotion much, but you could tell he was fighting it off too.
I think all the cast and crew honestly were emotional over this because probably they didn't get too much advanced read on it, and they
no, I think they just
all the
sprung it on
reactions
him.
seem like we're saying goodbye to
Mhm.
Carol right now.
So I tried to find out who this guy was playing taps on the horn, but
This was badass, by the way.
a great job. But everything I saw was this person was uncredited, and it was like 8 people, and I'm like, I'm not gonna guess or try to go through and try to figure out who he was by pictures because their photos were updated all the time. So
I'm sure somebody around there remembers his name.
yeah,
So
there was which one was the
any
8
cast or
that was.
crew are watching this and you know who this was,
Yeah.
please let us know. Because props, man.
Uh-huh.
This guy looked great. And
But,
if it was
he did a great job.
yeah.
Then this one I'm like, Walter, why are you angled different from everybody else? You got Jack and Teal'c pretty much, shoulder to shoulder, looking straight across. You got Daniel and Hammond kind of twisted. And then you got Walter twisted, looking like almost straight on towards everybody else, looking the other way. So I thought that was kind of weird.
Odd, yeah.
It's not. I don't know. I don't know why he's standing like that. And why is he up there? To be honest.
Well, he's Hammond's assistant, basically. I know they say he's more like the gate technician, but he ultimately becomes like the assistant to Hammond and Jack and then Landry and everybody else.
So that's the only guess I had, but otherwise, it's like, okay, we want to make sure everybody remembers that Walter's part of the crew too. So,
I like all
like
of
he
the
says,
he's
he's
got
part of
too.
the team. Yeah. Then I want to know what the hell this guy is doing. He's adjusting the lens to turn to zoom in or to zoom out, and he's looking over the view screen. If you can make this large on your TV or your laptop and not on a phone, you can see his line of eyesight is going straight over the box. Like he's not even looking, he's just twisting it. So
not supposed to do that.
No, a cameraman knows you are like this to the screen.
You're glued to that
like,
screen.
You're turning and twisting and everything. You do not look away from that. He's just like, yep, I'm filming. Turn to the left,
I think the idea is to show that he's captivated by what she's saying, but he would be staring into
right
the
into that
actual
screen.
view box.
Yep.
Make sure it's framed right and catching everything right.
Yeah, so that kind of bothered me. That's my second little nitpick on this. Then, for those who didn't recognize the narrator voice, that is Jim Byers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Amazing guy. He was
At first, I'm like, who the hell? That sounds familiar.
Yep. I heard that voice. I'm like, man, I know that. I'm like, is that Highlander? Yes, the old TV show Highlander. He was in Beast Wars Transformers, Highlander Endgame, Sanctuary, Hellcats. Got your card ready, Jeff?
Yep.
Da Vinci's City Hall,
Ooh.
Supernatural, Andromeda, Jake 2.0, My Boss's Daughter, Taken, Ultimate Book of Spells, Superman
Titles
Unlimited.
back together, and I'm like, that sounds wrong.
I know.
My boss's daughter taken.
I kind of put it that way purposely. Someone caught it. I'm glad
Sorry,
right away.
that cracked me up.
He was in Spider-Man Unlimited for a voice character or voice artist. He was in one episode of First Wave.
Yep.
Higher Ground. He was also one of the main characters on RoboCop Alpha Commando.
Yes.
Net,
which is an okay show.
Yeah. The Net, the TV show, not the movie, and so many more. He's done a bunch of voice acting also besides that. And did you guys know he comes back on Stargate?
He does?
Infinity.
I'm not counting that, bro.
I saw
you
him
even
like,
cracked
wait a
Thor
minute,
over
he's
there.
back on Stargate? And I'm like, oh, it says Stargate Infinity. Damn.
Shut up.
And then I was like thinking in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I was just that disappointed I didn't recognize his voice.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so great. Hammond talking to Emmett, at the end there after they watch this video clip, and he's saying, I write so many of these letters, but it's never enough. But this is what it is, that missing piece. So Hammond admitting he's wrong was really good. So, and him saying that too, that was pretty good.
That was a great moment.
Then our final character that we meet on this show, we meet Marcy Wells and her monstrosity-sized daughter that was just born. That child is
girl.
like 9 months old right there, if not almost 10. I know my granddaughter's 11 months old, so I'd say anywhere between 8 and 9 to be exact. That's a big baby. But Marcy is played by Katie Wright. She's been in the 4400, Proof, Da Vinci City Hall,
Hey,
the Goodbye
City Hall.
Girl, and bonus, she was also in Da Vinci's Inquest. So,
she hit the double jeopardy on that one.
She was in Danger Bay, 21 Jump Street, Christmas Comes to Willow Creek, and another double jeopardy. She's been in 2 episodes of MacGyver also.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was like, dang, she really nailed them all. She almost got a full bingo card there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Then the best scene of it all.
The cherry on top.
Yep. Emmett gets his wish. And Jack, you could see in this, he's like, God, I don't want to do this, but I'm being ordered to. So, yeah.
Well, he also I think he understands what it's being used
why
for.
he needs to be.
It's like,
Mhm.
all right, I'll do this. But
Yeah,
okay.
I don't want to talk about it, but I understand.
I'll talk about it.
Yep, I understand why I got to talk about it.
It's the same reason why he doesn't talk about his kid anymore or
Yep.
his ex-wife or any of that. It's like,
Mhm.
no, I'm kind of past all that. I got to keep
Yep.
going past that.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, that was all. Well, most of my favorite scenes. Technically, the whole episode, I could have just said, are great scenes. They did a great job on this episode. But Thor.
Yep.
How about you?
Yeah, though this is a well-acted, well-directed episode for the most part, except for that one explosion. I love I love the action scene in this one. Really good. Yeah, it's a heartbreaker when you actually watch the video and you see who it was. Everybody was thinking Jack. I like I said a long time ago in my very first episode, I came into SG-1 late, so I think it was season 9 or 10 was already out. So
Okay.
I was watching by buying the DVD box sets.
Right.
So when I saw him on the box set for season 8, I knew he wasn't dead in season 7. It
Yeah.
kind of spoils the whole thing. Like anytime Daniel was dead, you'd look at the next season. Oh, he's still on there.
Yeah. They figure it out.
The season 5 one though did throw me because I had bought the first 3, then I bought the second 3, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute, is he actually gonna be dead? Then I think season 7 and 8 came out shortly afterwards, so I grabbed them. I'm like, oh, he's back. It's like,
yeah.
But
you're gonna start another crying fest over there because it's season 6 with Jonas.
Yeah,
Daniel came back.
I know,
bastard.
But yeah, like basically the whole episode, well done, well acted. Like I said before, it's just too bad that they had to do what they did. I get they're trying to tell a story, an emotional, moving story, but I'm sure there's someone else they could have found that wasn't quite as impactful as Janet getting killed.
It comes down to the big question: who do you off? Then?
Yeah, like
it's like you do Major
they've
Davis.
done-
You do like
Yeah,
somebody
Major
else?
Davis would probably be all right because he's not in the show much now.
Yeah.
or in the future, actually.
Or in the future, yeah. So, like, he probably would have been a good one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
'Cause, yeah, we haven't seen him since season 6.
Yeah. I think he shows up in season
He might have
8.
one more episode.
8 or 9.
8. Yeah.
I think it's 8, just one last time. And then
That's true,
9.
Bill, but like
Yeah.
I think you could have killed, like, nobody was going to leave watching the show if they didn't kill Janet. Like that's my argument here is
Yeah.
that nobody was watching this for them to kill Janet. I think everybody liked Janet as a character, and I think if she had lived, the show would have gone on just fine. Which is, that's my argument basically when it comes down to who they choose. But yeah, the interrogation scenes were great. Woolsey being a slime ball. I've never liked him.
Thank you.
I know I didn't even like him. He's one of the reasons why I didn't watch Voyager. I didn't care enough. Like, his character was just annoying to me.
He was all right at the beginning, but by the end of the show, it was like, can we stop with the hologram stuff? None of it was interesting.
Yeah, that's true too.
He'd occasionally go off world or be on a
Yeah,
hey, let's check out the gold.
I mean, you could have
mothership
changed
on
it a
top.
little bit, but I don't know. But yeah, I don't have too much more to say. Unfortunately,
It's okay.
it's good episode, except for the one part, which will bring down the score total.
Yeah, big shock on that one. Yeah, I pretty much agree. Oh, were you gonna say something, Skeeter?
Yeah, I was going to answer Gene's question. He was an Arc of Truth, but not Continuum.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't think he
Because
was
that's
in
about
Continuum.
Wilson.
So, yeah, for me, there is a lot of good to this episode. To be fair, like we've already talked about, the writing's really good. The acting is awesome. The crew and cast put all their heart and soul into this because they were probably just as equally devastated. And I don't remember if it was one of the things I saw with Joseph one time, but like this was a network request. But then they also felt on their creative staff like it would be a good time to put a little fear of, we could lose anybody at any time in the show.
Mm-hmm.
My argument on that is you've had 6 years to do that and you've never done it. Why are you starting that now so late in the game? Unless you're planning on, oh, hey, we want to make sure that people going into Atlantis feel like there's enough in question and doubt. We want to try and condition people for Atlantis, at least, that we could lose people at any time. And so that's just kind of an idea I got. I don't know anything. And it's unfortunate. I mean, one of the bad things is definitely losing Janet. It was definitely a choice. But to be fair, they gave her a badass send-off. I don't think it was as good as it could have been. And I'll explain why at the end, what I don't like about this. And it's not just that they killed her character. How they did it, the setup to it, not a problem. And the follow-up after that with like the ceremony and everybody being emotional about it. Jack hugging Carter was a touching moment. And also another reminder, like that relationship ain't freaking dead. And they were not going to give that up. So sorry, Pete, you're screwed, bro. And
bummer, dude.
Yeah, bummer, dude. And then Teal'c hugging Carter and Carter just being emotional. And then Daniel even having an emotional moment. The only thing we didn't get with Daniel is he didn't have like a little bit of a embrace, but he's still probably dealing with like Osiris and Sarah from the last few episodes. So he's got a lot going on too. And he's off in a corner crying. He came out emotional as well. So it's like he had an important plot to carry forward with, with Bregman here. I want to cough. Sorry.
It's okay to cry.
But I'm not crying. But he had an important setup to do with Bregman here, and exactly Daniel doing that is the start of the emotional turn, not just the death scene, but that, and then we go into the rest of the episode, and it's just like, damn, this sucks. But they gave her a tremendous send off. Like, this was written by I think Robert Cooper. I want to say,
I think you're right on that.
Let me scroll up. I was looking at like tidbits earlier today. Robert Cooper, directed by Andy Makita.
I think that's a fist bump or it's an onion that Bill's
It's an onion.
An onion. He's crying from the onion.
The onions are making you cry. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate that, brother. But such an emotional connection, and we all loved her as a character. And
she was the heart, of the team. Everybody else was fighters and had other stuff. But when they needed something, they had Janet. Janet talked to him about a lot of stuff. And that's what got you hooked with Janet, because she was that voice of reasoning, your conscience, I'm here to help you no matter what.
Like, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a best friend, I'm anything you need me to be.
You name it.
Because she cared so much. She basically was an amazing doctor. Like you watch all these other medical shows on TV with all these doctors who are like freaking psychotic or neurotic. But there was a time when good, wholesome doctors were what people got attached to. Like Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. I know, stupid show, but people loved that because of she was a great actress and she was a wholesome character. Doc Frazier was a wholesome character unless she was pushed too far and somebody was threatening her daughter, Cassie. So
when that happened, man, she became a true mother in that episode. You saw it come out. And that's another thing that hooked. I'd like to say all the female audience members hooked into it, but also the parents out there that watch the show, that hooked you, because even as a father, I was like, yeah, bitch, I'm with you. I got your back. Let's get this done, I think that's another reason a lot of us got hooked. in with that character because they wrote her so damn well. You didn't realize it until we got here.
Props to the writers for carrying that for years. Like they all their secondary and recurring characters were written so damn well. When Martouf died, we were all like, "Oh, that freaking sucks," because he was actually a good character. You know, and all these other characters that have come and gone. Like, okay, sorry, Nareem, we don't really care about you as a Tolan, but you were a decent dude. So it's like that's a credit to the writing staff for years for letting us be invested in characters that aren't just the main team, but the main team loves her just as much as we do as the audience. That's the magic recipe right there.
Yes.
And so when we lose that now, it's like, well, damn, that sucks. And it's an emotional moment. Send fans into a tizzy. But honestly, there's so many good parts to this episode. Honestly, it is, like we've said, well written, well directed, well acted. The negatives are more of like the choices that were made, not so much how they did it, or even maybe why they did it. But we don't want to go through too much more because we got to get to some other stuff here. Any favorite lines?
Cry. Fenris is going to make his daughter cry. Good.
Yeah. There we go.
Needs to. Everyone needs to for that.
Well, Thor, you got any lines out of this one, or where'd you fall on this one?
Yeah, I got a couple. Wasn't really too quotable to me anyway. One of my favorite ones was, if you fail to testify here today, I will have you jailed until such a time as that you do. You fire me, you throw me in jail. You do what you want. It's Daniel, just no shit's given. He didn't care anymore. And then General Hammond coming through with toss him out on his ass, Colonel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He does not need to be here anymore, sir. Toss him on his ass.
Those are my two.
Oh man, Hammond was so freaking good in this.
Yeah, he was really.
That was probably my other favorite part about this was Hammond just like being the emotional center of the whole freaking episode. Really.
Yeah.
All right, Skeeter, how about you?
I
only had the fire me thing, and I played it earlier. So.
Okay. I was going to say, if you want to shoot any off, because for lines, I have from the beginning to the end, this whole episode was so well written and thought out, and everyone hit their mark and beyond when they had to do this episode. Those are all my lines. This whole episode is just unbelievably well.
It's not that quotable, to be
No,
fair.
it's not.
Some of the best lines are probably from Hammond, really.
Emotional, powerful. The gut-wrenching and gut-punching lines that, really tear up a person. They knew how to write that out to get everybody in the audience to shed a tear. They're like, I think that was their goal. Like, we're going to make everyone out there cry. Even that one guy who's never cried in his entire life, he's going to cry for this. And it's like, yeah, they nailed it.
Well, they got me with the end of Farscape, and then this was the next one that did it to me that just made me go freaking nuts, man.
Well, now I can get ready for when I finish Farscape. So I had never finished that, so I got to get back to it, rewatch it all.
Well, there is a mini series. We didn't know that back then. So the way the TV show ends, that was a primal scream from the entire fan base. Like, no.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no different than this, because I do remember the online backlash after this. Like, the forums were crazy for like the next 5 months, especially on the Sci-Fi Channel forums for Stargate. I don't know how bad it was on Gay World because I was going back and forth, but I was more on Sci-Fi because I was one of the moderators there for a time too.
Yeah, you might have.
I don't know how that happened, but I got made one.
You might have blocked one of my questions.
Yeah, possibly.
Or comments, I mean.
No, I'm kidding. No,
you didn't know me.
There was probably a good reason why I was made a mod. I don't even remember. It was so freaking long ago. That was a blur back then. But let's talk about some of the things we didn't like. If you guys don't mind, no Cassie in this freaking episode. They mention her 3 times. However, she
Not
is
at the
not
funeral.
physically in the episode.
Yep.
And my argument is, instead of Daniel doing his thing at the end, have him go to Cassie
Mhm.
as the big impact that she, like they say, oh, I'm gonna go bring Cassie and bring her to the service, yet you don't freaking show her. Of all the things
Nope.
to skip out on
Mhm.
in this particular episode, you don't bring Cassie back just to freaking stand there.
I was going
Are
to
you
say, I
out of
think
your
that's
mind?
where Walter got put in, and it should have been Cassie
Yeah,
next to him,
or
next to
or
Sam,
even next
too.
to Daniel.
Yep, or Sam, even, because her and Sam were close, you know.
Well, and
That
Sam
got me too.
ultimately takes a custody of her. But that's the thing that irritates me the most is like, not that the Daniel stuff at the end wasn't great. I got a picture of him holding the teddy bear in here.
Yeah, I mean, it was
And we'll start
touching.
scrolling through the
The
pictures.
baby
But like,
named Janet. Yeah, I get that, why they did, but yeah. Where's Cassie?
no Cassie is the biggest insult to this episode.
Yeah.
And that's not insult. Don't get me wrong, like Joe, Britt, anybody watching this? No, it's the fact that you skipped her entirely. You can mention her 3 times. Not having her there was I'm gonna call a spade. I think that was a mistake. Because that's how you really could have hooked everybody, is having Cassie there
Mhm.
and like tears down her face. She doesn't even have to say a word.
Nope.
I think that was a misstep not having her there.
Mhm.
You don't even have to take out all the Daniel stuff. Could have had her there at the service. Oh, she's not, you don't actually see her at the service. Oh, well, then Daniel goes to the house. Or maybe he goes to both houses.
Mhm.
That's how you could have kind of finagled Cassie in there. That's one of the things I did not like about this episode was no Cassie.
Yeah.
You mention her 3 or 4 times. No Cassie.
I had a theory, but I'll let you finish on your what you didn't like.
But
So
that and the explosion in the wide open field is kind of those are the things that bother me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
they had some time to finagle that somehow.
Mhm.
But that's just my opinion. It's just an opinion. Take it as you wish. I don't hate anybody for not having her in there or anything like that. It's just
It
that
felt
was
wrong.
a misstep.
Yep.
And then, of course, killing Janet. That sucked, but you gave her a badass send off. So that's what I got for things I didn't like. And a little toast
Oh,
to Janet.
Sorry, I forgot my shot glass is downstairs.
Oh, that's okay. That's the only one I had in the room. So
Janet,
cheers.
we loved you.
Thor, how about you? What didn't you like about this?
Just killing Janet was
That was enough, huh?
that was enough. Yeah, that's all I got. And that's why because yeah, like I said, an episode's watchability comes from like either being really super entertaining or having a twist that's fun, like window of opportunity.
Yeah.
This one, like I said, I can skip the second part of this one. I don't need to see Janet dying over again.
Right. You're not
I
as
know what happens. I'm fine with skipping this one, and yeah, it's gonna reflect in my score at the end.
All right, Skeeter. You're up.
Oh, my chair.
Oh,
My back piece slid down, and it's like, what the heck? I went to stretch my back. Oh, no. All right. Things I didn't like. We talked about Cassie. Yeah, I agree. That pissed me off too. But they're having a service for her at the Stargate itself. Military, maybe they did the cemetery for the public, and then having a private one at the gate room where they could talk about, everything around the Stargate without having to worry about leaking to the public. Maybe Cassie was up at the public one. But still, I feel like I agree with you. She should have
She's
been.
got security clearance. She's
got
an alien
she's
herself.
from an alien. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, she
Yeah,
should have been.
she came from outer space.
Maybe she couldn't handle the second one. I don't know.
Which they
but
even made a point
yeah.
in the first episode. Oh,
Yeah.
I have a daughter. She's from
Yeah.
another planet.
Yep. Sorry. Then the major thing, besides the small nitpicks here, the major thing I really didn't like about this is this episode makes me fucking cry every damn time.
Yep.
I watch it through. It gets me every time. And I thought, I haven't
This
watched
gets
this
me
in a
worse
couple
than
of years.
Meridian does.
And I got, oh yeah. Wait. Yeah, this got me hardcore. But I explained why, because she was so well written that we didn't even realize how much we cared about her until this happened.
Yeah.
And then we get flooded with all those emotions like, oh yeah, she did this, she did that. I loved how the end of the video with Teal'c's suggestion for the eulogy was to name off every person she saved the life of. Even though Daniel shouldn't have been read, because did kind of die, but ascended, she didn't really save him, but then she kind of did, and when he came back.
But she didn't sleep for 3 days, and she
Yep.
wouldn't give up on him.
Yep. So I get it. So,
Yeah.
but that's just to make fun of Daniel. But yeah, this episode, I hate watching it, but I love watching it at the same time because it gets you. And I love how well it's wrote. So, but yeah, nothing to dislike. Just besides my little nitpicks, and Cassie should have been in that, service at the gate room.
Completely agree.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what would you do for a score on it then, Skeeter?
This one I'm giving a 7.5 because I know a lot of people hate it. I do hate Janet dies, but I love how powerful and emotional and thought through and well written, this whole episode is, and how the character Janet was written that we didn't know about until this episode. Like I said, I'm going to say it every time that, we cared about her when we didn't think we did care about her that much.
We loved her.
We loved her. And yeah, then all of a sudden this happens and you're like, oh my gosh, I really cared about her. I loved her. Why did they kill her off? Don't know.
Yeah.
This happens, casualty of war, but
pretty much.
Yeah. So yeah, 7.5 out of 7.
How about you, Thor?
I'm gonna go 3.5.
Boom.
I know.
I know a lot of people hate this.
No, it's fair.
I know. I do. I like it. We've all said, acting's good, writing's good. Just the choice is bad. Like it takes a 7 and puts it down to a 1, so I'm splitting the difference with 3.5.
No, I get you. That is very fair, and I know a lot of people that are like me, or not like me, that like the episode and hate the episode at the same time.
Mhm.
So it really depends on how did you feel the last time you watched it? Oh, yeah, I thought it was a 7, and then what about the most recent time? Yeah, it's like a 2 because I hate that they killed her. It's like it's hard to lose a beloved character like that. It really is, especially when their show is so close to the end of the main crew here. Because after season 8, season 9 is like a whole different sort of setup and different team entirely. So it's like you couldn't write it out with her one more time. She's ride or die with the SGC.
Yep.
Anyway, for me, I hate this episode, but I am going to be fair and I am going to give it a full 7 lock. It is a great damn episode. They gave her the best possible send off, even though I didn't want it. I'm not going to knock it because they killed her. As a 2-parter, I think, honestly, it's a good 1-2 punch. The first one, it takes you through the different span of emotions all the way through. and it feels like they're definitely building up to something, and they build up to losing her. So as a duality and like or totality of it all, I probably give it about like a 6, honestly, as a two-parter, just all together squished just one. But no, I'd give this a 7. Skeeter, what would you do as a two-parter?
As a
For both parts
two-parter,
together?
yeah, I'd have to say if I had to put them together, like I said, I got a 7.5 and a 6.5 for the first one. So I'm going to say I'd drop right in the middle at a 7 out of 7 then, because it does, like you said, you're building up, with laughter.
If I'm going halvesies, it's 6.75.
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
splitting the difference. Shit.
4, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, right?
Yeah, shut up. My math ain't mathing right now.
So
I haven't even had a full one yet.
Really? Geez, I took a full swig at like a regular shot. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, the first one builds you up with happiness and anger because you're like getting so mad about stuff, but you're laughing about it. And it makes you happy to see that, the characters are not giving Bergman what he wants. And then all of a sudden you start seeing that turn right at the end of the episode where you're like, oh, well, you get fear and concern going. And then, the second one, you're getting that last bit of emotions where you're concerned, scared, and then you get total devastation and sadness. So, yeah, like I said, you go through, and like you said too, the flood of emotions from the first one to the second one, from beginning to end, it gets you. So, yeah, I'd say 7.
As a totality on this one, Thor, how do you feel? Are you splitting the difference too?
I would actually stick it at a straight 6 right across because they do. It's like the writing's good, acting's good, directing's good, everything's good except, I just don't like the choice of the character. But that's a me thing, so I can't fault the actors. I can't fault the episodes. I love that shot. And so I'll keep it as a strong 6.
Okay.
For the
fair.
Yeah.
And Gateworld gave this fan rating 8.69. And Darren on this one gave it 3.5 stars out of 4.
Okay.
Wow.
So he rated this one way higher over the previous one. So, but he's also the first to admit, like, some of the more comedic ones don't always play the best for him. And the first one is a bit more on the comedic side for quite a bit of it. So just to be fair, that's where he probably is coming from on that.
He's admitted several times he'll never give a 4 out of 4. So 3 out of 4 is like a really good episode for him. Like,
and 3.5 is like, damn.
Way
well, he has given 4 out of 4 episodes, but they're rare.
Yeah, that's right. It was rare.
It's like there may be 1 in a season, maybe 2, but and very fair. He's a good critic. He's a good idea man to bounce things off of too. So, well, that's going to wrap us up for Heroes tonight, everybody. Supreme Commander Thor, before we sign off tonight, you want to let everybody know where they can find you if you're still doing your fun posting on X right now for Save Stargate?
I'll probably pick that up again. Like I said, I've had a really hectic couple months. But I will definitely give it a try to #Save Stargate, and I will be here every Thursday night on the Stargate Files.
Awesome. And Skeeter after a shot.
This stuff's strong. For those questioning, Shanky's Whip. It's made in Ireland. It is a caramel vanilla whiskey.
I have never heard of that one before.
Like I said, it's been told to me. I don't know if it's true. It's only sold in Ireland and Wisconsin. So
I wonder why just Wisconsin. It's not.
I don't know the whole story. I try to get the whole story. I never get it, but
It's not like Spotted Cow beer, man. Like, my
Spotted
God.
Cow, you can only get in Wisconsin. Just like Liney's Light, you can only get in Wisconsin, but everywhere else in the world, you can get Liney's. So, but Liney's Light is only sold in Wisconsin. It gets snuck into Illinois and Michigan all the time, but
That's true.
yeah, that's people sneaking it in and putting.
I know
it in
people in
bars.
Illinois that
Do
always beg me to bring down Spotted Cow, and I'm like,
yeah, Spotted Cow.
oh, for crying out loud, it's not that good of a beer.
I agree. It's not that great, but everyone loves it. They're like, oh my God, this is wonderful. I'm like, really? It's okay. But I'm a dark lager kind of guy, so.
Snowdrift Vanilla Porter.
Well, vanilla porter is good too. I had a vanilla blueberry porter once. That was delicious.
Nice. Well, Skeeter, where can people find you, and what's coming up next?
Yeah, you can find me everywhere on social media for the Stargate Files. On X, you can find me as Skeeter, the Stargate Files. I'll be making a surprise appearance one more time on Dead Warrior Live this Saturday. So with the boys, have some fun, talk social media, pick on each other, and all that fun junk. Otherwise, every Thursday here on the Suns and Shadows Network for the Stargate Files. And that's about it. Yeah. How about you, Jeff?
Well, what we got coming up next around here is on Tuesday, we will be doing Blade Runner. So if you are movie fans, we are doing Cyberpunk month. Kevin is not a big fan, but
what?
Wow. That's top 5 for me. Like original? the final cut.
Well, that's the big thing. We have to put out a poll to see which cut we should watch. I'm probably just gonna watch, or maybe I'm just gonna watch Final Cut and make him watch Final Cut too.
There you go.
I like the one without
There's
the
like 5
voiceover,
different cuts.
I know.
What the hell? And I have a story with that because I hated that movie for so many years because I thought it was boring as hell. But as an adult, I actually really enjoy it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always got a kick out of as a kid, but as an adult, wow. Like, whoa, okay. I get it more.
And so, next Thursday again is Stargate night for us. We're going to be doing Resurrection and Inauguration. No guests next week unless somebody is interested. Please let us know. We are open for having guests on. Even with scheduling conflicts, we do ask and reach out on our social medias, especially on Twitter. But if you're watching on any of our other channels, Facebook, whatever, content creator, you're not. Hey, if you're willing to come on camera and join us for a stream and want to talk about Stargate, you are welcome to send us a DM and see if we can work something out. But Resurrection and Inauguration, and then we got Lost City parts 1 and 2.
We're there.
And we got the ladies from the Stargate Fandom podcast, and we're figuring out a special recording time that will be pre-recorded. They cannot do live because they're across the oceans, so to speak, across the pond.
Across the pond.
But we're going to make sure we get that worked out very soon. So we got that locked down. And then we're going to be kicking off with we're going to start with season 8, episode 1 and 2. And then we will be starting Atlantis, which no guest yet for that.
Surprising.
We're trying to work on something, but it doesn't seem to be happening. So we're probably just going to bring on a fun ass panel of a bunch of yahoos who've probably been on before.
Yeah, otherwise I'll reach out one more time, see what happens.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's been a while, so I'll reach out and say, hey, what happened?
It's been a while.
Been a while.
But we'll
like
soon
you.
have a new merch shirt. We'll soon have a new theme for Stargate Atlantis. And we're working on some fun clips and stuff. And next week, I can promise you, the Wormhole Extreme bigger clip is going to be part of our rotation. It's going to be bigger. So thank you all for tuning into the Stargate Files. You all have a good night. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Stop by anytime. In fact, I'll take you fishing. I'd love to do that. There's this lake in northern Minnesota where the bass grow that big. Well,
Don't call us. We'll call you.
we better get out of here. No, really? No, really.
You will go. Right. We'll go.
Think it gets showtime?